Hello everyone. Today we are going to work on future indefinite tense. So in the past lectures we have worked upon present indefinite tense, and yesterday we did work upon past indefinite tense. So today our topic is future indefinite tense. So guys, whenever you want to make any sentence about the future, whatever activity you are going to do in the future, so it would be written or it would be spoken in a future indefinite tense. So first of all we are going to work on the structure of it. So as I usually say, for all the tenses we go with the formula subject plus verb plus object. So in future, so there is a very common thing. If you are going to make any sort of sentence in future, so you have to keep in mind, you have to use will or shall in it. Yes. So first of all, so if we go with the affirmative sentence structure of future indefinite tense, it would be subject plus will shall plus first form of verb plus subject. Yes candidates, so subject is same as I usually say in all of my lectures. Subject is always same, object is always same, verb is same. So there are some changes which just happen in this portion. So in future tense we just have to use will or shall whenever we are going to make any sort of sentence about the future. So now sometimes candidates get confused, what is the difference between will and shall. So up to large extent I would say that there is not a major difference between the two. So if we talk about past, in past time it used to be said that with I or we use shall, and with all the remaining for example you, they, he, she, it, we use will. So it used to happen in the past time. Still there would be many books, there are many newspaper who follow such formula, but I say to all of my candidates, if you are just going to use will, your sentence would be 110% correct. So there is no need to get confused in it. So whenever you read somewhere, whenever you listen somewhere, if will is written or shall is written, there is no any major difference between the two. So whenever you are going to make sentences, so with I we go with shall, and with other you have to go with the will. So but if you are going to use just will with the all of the future sentences, then it would be correct. So first of all, sentence formation is written over here, subject plus will shall plus first form of verb plus subject. Now the thing is that if you do, or whenever you want to do, or you want to tell about any activity which is going to happen in the future, either it is about tomorrow, about after 10 days, about next year, next century, so the sentences would be made in the future indefinite tense. So first we go with the example. For example, she will cut cake on her next birthday. She will cut cake on her next birthday. So it is about the future, it is about her next birthday. Either it is going to happen tomorrow, either it's going to happen after a month or after a few months. So it is about the future. So that's why we have followed this one formula. First of all, subject, it is she, and after that will shall we have to use. So will we are using, and first form of verb it is cut, and remaining portion we go with the object. So in this way we make the sentences about the future. Okay, so we go with the next example. They will study here next month. They will study here next month. So the action is going to happen after 1 month, means next month. So that's why it is about future. So we have to go with this one. There is a subject, and after that we have to use will or shall. We are using will, and after that first form of verb, then it is a object. So you have to keep such kinds of things in your mind whenever you are going to make any kind of sentence regarding a future. So it is about present indefinite tense. So now we go with the negative sentences. So there is a change in the sentence structure. It would be subject plus will shall not plus first form of verb plus object. So as you already know, whenever we are going to make negative sentences, we have to use not with the helping verb. So will shall over here working as a helping verb also. Okay, so if we go with these sentences, then the sentence could be I will not tell you anything about her. I will not tell you anything about her means I am not going to explain anything to that person about that girl. So in such way we make these sentences. And if we go with the other example, then it could be it will not help you in any way. So here we are talking about any sort of thing, any sort of gadget or any sort of machine. We can say that it will not help you in any way means this thing is not going to help you in any way. So in such way we make the negative sentences. Okay, so now we are going to work on interrogative ones. So hope you know very well for making interrogative questions, so we have to use the helping verb in front of the sentence. For example, in front of the question we are going to use will or shall. Will shall plus subject plus first form of verb plus object. For example, will she marry you? So these kinds of sentences you might have heard in many movies. Will you marry me? So it is about the future. So a person is proposing to someone regarding a marriage. So it is going to happen in the future. So that's why we have to go with the will shall. So according to sentence formation, we first of all have to use will or shall. After that it is a subject, then first form of verb, then last one is a object. So in such way we make the questions. Okay, so if we go with another example, then it could be so now we are going to make a question by using shall. Shall we talk to her? Okay, so one thing I have already mentioned you, there is not a big difference between will and shall. So nowadays if you are just going to use will, it would be marked correct. And shall is used for taking advice also. For example, shall we talk to her? So a person is asking for someone's advice. So in that way we can use it. But keep in mind, with I or we use this one shall. Okay, we go with the last one example. Shall I take her help? In this question also, a person is asking or a person is looking for someone's advice. Shall I take her help or not? So in such way we use shall. Okay, last one we go with the WH questions. So as far as simple interrogative questions or WH questions are concerned, there is not a major difference between the two. We just have to add WH. For example, we go with WH plus will shall plus subject plus first form of verb plus object. So for example, WH family words, what, where, why, who, whose. So in such kinds of words you can use to frame such kinds of questions. For example, where will she live in UK? So it is about a future. So whenever she goes UK, where will she live? So in such way, where will she live in UK? So next one is why. Why will you punish him. So the question is about a reason. Why will you punish him means why you are going to punish that person. So in such way we make the question with WH. So you have to make more sentences by using such kinds of examples with the help of examples and sentence formation. So have a nice day to all of you. Thank you.